What's up? What's up, America and the rest of the world? It is Earl Jones, the host of the Earl Jones Show. What's poppin'? What's happening? What's crack-a-lackin'? Now, baby, now y'all know the routine. Now, before we get started, you got to tell me some things that you are grateful for. What are you grateful for? Yes, leave them in the comment section below. And y'all know that we're going to talk about a lot of stuff, right? But today, I just got through. I'm grateful. I am so grateful that my friend Ajay shared with me we did Toni Robbins Unleash the Power Within this entire weekend, and it was amazing. So I'm super grateful for my investment and my personal growth and development, because I'm realizing that, becoming better at what I do and who I am and what I'm able to contribute to the world. Oh my God, it's how my definition of God, the eternal, the universe, just accesses me. And I'm super, super grateful, and I'm inspired actually to be more consistent in shooting videos for you guys, to give you guys content, to give you guys information about insurance. I've actually reached out to people to have more guests on the Earl Jones Show. Ajay is in the other room of my place right now on the phone, and so he'll come and say hello here shortly. But when he does, we want to give him a huge shout out and a huge acknowledgement for his contribution to my life, and inviting me to partake in the program with him, right? That's the definition of a friend, right? If your friends are not helping you to grow into the person that you want to be, right, you might want to change the people that you're hanging out with. So when he gets off the phone and dealing with things, then we'll bring him on and we'll say hello, and then we'll want to give him a huge shout out and say thank you. So here's the thing that I want to talk to you guys about: insurance. So I have been asked a lot of questions about insurance, right? And one of the questions I just recently got asked is this: Earl, should I put my teenage driver who just got his learner's permit on my auto insurance, right? That was the question that was asked of me. And, and I understand, adding a teenage driver is a lot of money. But I will tell you this: when my nephew got his permit, right, and at the time when he got his permit, I did, this is before I became an insurance agent. It was I don't even remember what year it was, child. That was so long ago. But what I do remember is that I put him on my auto insurance. I sure did. I put my baby on my auto insurance. I think it was before or after I bought him this, once I got him the car. I don't think he had his license yet. Did he have his license yet? No, I think I don't remember if we got the license and then got him on my insurance. Come here, child. Are you on the phone? You off the phone? Everybody, let's give it up for Ajay. Say hi to the people, Ajay.
Hello, the people.
Yes. Ajay, tell them about you. He lives in Oakland, and
I live in Oakland. I've lived there since 2014. I grew up in the South Bay, and I have an environmental science degree from Humboldt State University. I am currently working for a nonprofit called Earth Activist Training as an independent contractor, supporting their new virtual world of being on Zoom and all things tech.
No, hold on, all things tech. So that means that you can help people with their websites and technical stuff?
Yeah, I'm not helping them with all that stuff right now, and I aspire to, but yeah, I'm pretty comfortable around all things technology, websites, backends, front ends. Yeah, most things technology.
Now, he is downplaying it, because let me tell you all something. That man literally, we were exchanging some big files, that we had shared, and, in this collaboration and stuff. And I was trying to figure out how to do it. And Ajay was figured it out in less than 20 minutes, and how to share over 160 gigabytes. I'm sorry, 160 gigabytes of data, right? Using the technology that is in my apartment. We didn't have to download any new things or no new nothing, right? And then he even made a printer that I just bought that's old, but it's a big laser printer for my other business, and he just made it so that I can print wirelessly. So He's a freaking genius. But I'm going to leave his contact information below. If you're in the Bay Area, you're looking for somebody to help out with tech support or do some, things around the office for technology, you'll be able to reach out to him. Is that cool with you?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And if you need Tim to be insured, let me know. I'll write his business insurance for you as well. All right. So Ajay, so we're going to get back to the topic is like, should you put your teenage permit drivers on the auto insurance? And then I was explaining to people that I remember doing it before I became an insurance agent. And here's the reason why I did it. Because let's be honest, they're teenagers. Once they get that permit, we don't know who is going to let them drive their car. The state doesn't state that it's the parent that has to be in the driver's seat. It just says any licensed driver. So I knew as an uncle who had my nephew, right, and I got him a car, and I can't remember if I got him the car before he got his license or while he still had his permit. I think it was before he got his license. Yes, I'm that uncle. But I put that boy on my auto insurance. Now, I will confess, my rates did go up. But at the same time, if he had gotten into a car accident, regardless of who was driving, he had options. Because we had, even though it was a 2003 Mitsubishi Galant that I wrote a check for, right? We had what everybody calls full coverage, which really isn't true in the insurance industry. There's no such thing as full coverage. But he had comp, liability, my protection of my umbrella policy, right? So if something happened, my nephew had options, and his friends had options in the event that they were in the car. So the answer to the question is this: regardless of how old they are, right? Regardless of whether they have a permit or not, you should always put your permit drivers on your auto insurance. Now, some companies will allow you to rate them as what's called a permit driver. So that means that you're not getting hit with the total impact of of adding a under 21, under 25-year-old male driver or female driver, right? Permit driver. Number two, if they are good students, like a 3.0 or higher, then they can qualify for good student discounts. The number three, if you're in a state that allows for discounts for driving schools, they can get that discount as well. And then the only thing that everybody needs to know is that insurance companies now are automatically rating inexperienced drivers or most drivers, right, with a bad record or no record on the highest expensive car on the policy. So if you are driving a BMW and you bought your kid a 1999 Honda Accord, your child is still going to get rated on the BMW even though they're driving the 99 Honda Accord. Why? Because the insurance company knows that that child is going to drive that BMW even though you bought them the Honda Accord. So it's going to cost what it costs. But what you're doing ultimately is protecting your assets. You're also protecting your child's financial future as well, because if they cause an accident and they hurt somebody or they're responsible for that accident, that stays with them for 3 to 10 years, depending on the severity of the accident and what state that they are in. And trust me, nobody wants to go through a lawsuit due to a car accident. I personally myself have been through one when I was in college. It is the equivalency of me trying to go on a date with a woman. No, sorry. It was hard. I'm just saying. If y'all didn't know, right? I'm just saying, like, oh, Lord have mercy. Okay, did I miss anything?
I don't think so. I was just thinking about, like, my dad wanting me off of his insurance. I don't remember how old I was, but at some point he was like, you were talking about liability, and I was like, oh yeah. At some point he wanted to not have liability for me and wanted me on my own policy.
Yes, and the reason why your father would want you off his policy on your own policies is there's an assumption that if a person with a bad driving record impacts the driving record of the other drivers. That's not true. A person with a bad driving record or no driving record actually benefits from being on an auto insurance policy with their parents until they get to the point to where they have a clean driving record. Only caveat, they need to live in the same address, right? Don't be putting your kids on your auto insurance policy and they live 6 hours away. That's insurance fraud, right? Or if dad's name is still registered on the vehicle, then dad needs to be listed as an insured person on the insurance in order to protect his financial interest. Because if you haven't, in some states, the insurance follows the car, like here in California. In Missouri, where I'm from, the insurance follows the individual. So in your dad's case, let's say your dad is still registered owner on the Toyota Prius. If you have an accident, if his name is not on the auto insurance, people can come after him personally, not the auto insurance. Because let's say that you just have state minimums, but dad owns 3 houses and, has $800,000 in a checking account. Happens all the time. We see it all the time. The only reason why we don't put it in the news or put it on Larry King Live or on the Geraldo show. Does it still have the Geraldo show? That's an old show for those that are young. Or on Jerry Springer is because it doesn't make really good news, right? Until you have somebody like myself dressed in a onesie, Luke, I am not your father. But anyway, I've talked too much. I need to go to bed. But if you have questions, leave the comment below, right? If you need a tech person, right? Somebody to help you with your technology in your office, right? He can help you with your websites. He can help you with, can you do infrastructure networking?
I can do some.
Yeah. Basically give him a phone call and find out and then talk to him, because I know, I can just tell you right now, he's made just a few tweaks and I was just like going, oh my God, I was able to print 110 pages from my bathroom on a printer that's like 13 years old. But I got it on sale, and I was like, what I mean by sale, I paid like less than $140 for it. So yeah, and it prints a lot faster than the new printer I paid $400 for. But hey, that's why he's here. All right, you guys, it's been an amazing weekend, and I'll put a link to him. I said that already. And remember, click subscribe, click the notification so that way you know what's going on. And remember to share the video. If you know somebody that has a teenager and they're trying to decide if they should put their teenage driver on their auto insurance policy, I don't care what state they are in, the answer to that question is yes. Please share this video, right? And, and if they got questions, I'm happy to answer, right? Because the better decisions that you make about your insurance, the more of your wealth you can protect. That's what it's all about. All right, bye. Say bye, AJ.
Bye. My name's Ajay.
It's Ajay. It's Ajay. Yes, he corrects me. I know. Praise Jesus. Peace.